a typical day is for you here?
You know, I find myself sitting in the office all day, you know, drinking more coffee than I want, you know, just overseeing, making sure everything's done properly, evaluating where we are as a team, evaluating what we need to continue to better the team, and just try to, maintain the hold on what's happening with this franchise. And every now and then I sit down with Fred Whitfield, who brings me up to date with the business side, and we try to coordinate and make sure that we're collectively on the same page.
You're such a competitor. What are you like when the team isn't doing well?
You don't want to see. You don't want to know. I mean, I'm a competitor, and obviously I live vicariously through what's happening on the basketball court and the team that's playing. When I'm watching it on TV or watching it in the arena, obviously I like to sit back where, my emotions, I can control my emotions, which is very tough for me, because I want to win so badly. And but at the same time, it's an evaluation period of trying to see what we need, from a team standpoint, and seeing if we can make it better in any way, in any form. So, I mean, it's difficult, though, sitting on the sideline and trying to live through everybody else playing the game of basketball. You feel like you have so much knowledge and so many. You played the game at a certain level, and you want to help them. You want to give them as much information, but in some ways they're going to learn. They're going to gain it from the coaching staff as well as just from the experience of playing.
You got better and better when you were a player. Now that you've been in this role, how have you gotten better in this role? Being
patient, and understanding that today's athlete is not the same as yesterday's athlete.
Do you understand that now?
I understand it. I understood it, well in advance of being here. I mean, they come out a lot younger, a little bit more experienced. They're at the fork of the road in terms of where they can go. So it's almost like you have to nurture them along a little bit, as opposed to going to college, seeing some of those experiences and understanding the coaching aspect from a college coach, and then getting on to our level where they can understand what our professional coaches are doing. So, I mean, the patience is something that I've kind of adapted to. And, I try not to watch as much, because I know I get animated and competitive sometimes.
You mentioned being a basketball dad. You got Marcus at home. You got Jeff, who's a freshman at Illinois.
Right.
What's the rule you have about every 7 days, something like that?
He doesn't call me within 7 days. If I go 7 days without hearing him, I'm going to be there on the 8th day. And if I haven't heard him in 6 days or 7, he usually calls me right before that time limit ends. So, I mean, we've been communicating quite a bit as of late, just because he's trying to adapt, and he asks a lot more questions now, which as a father you feel proud about, because you want to give him as much information, answer all the questions, but at the same time you want him to learn at his own pace. And we have a great relationship right now.
What do you think you're bringing to the table particularly that's making this team better?
A winning attitude, a winning presence, versatility in the sense that I played the game at the highest level. I understood what it took to win. It's not the same. I live vicariously through all the basketball experiences within my life. My kids playing, as well as the basketball team here. But nothing's going to replace me actually taking a shot. Unless we win a championship, then that could be, that can happen. But right now, nothing, replaces that whole feeling, that control that I had once I had the ball.